chocolate dots.
Don't know if you got a girl. Don't mean to disrespect, but all of you rule my world.
I'm Nicole. That's just
Okay, definitely introduce ourselves. Because if you're new, you don't know who we are. Yeah, so I'm Jessica. This is Mecca. You know, we're rising second years in medical school. Wow.
Wow, time flies.
Time literally flies by. Like your first year, just fly by. So, how y'all guys doing today? And gals, guys and gals,
Guys and gals.
how are y'all doing today? How are you feeling? Have you looked in the mirror and told yourself that you are beautiful, that you are worthy, that you are loved, that you can do this? If not, stop this video. Go ahead, look in the mirror, tell yourself those things, give yourself some words of encouragement,
Yes.
and then come back and we can get started.
Yes. So this video, we're going to give you guys the scoop on shadowing. How to approach a doctor, what to do when you get there, how to ask for recommendations at the end of it, all of those
All
things.
things shadowing 101.
It is so important, y'all.
Yeah, we get so many questions about it too.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna
Have some frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
So I shadowed a dermatologist and a family medicine doctor. And I found that it was easier for me to contact them because, one, my dermatologist, it was easy because I knew her, it was a familiar face, and she had a private practice. So the two doctors that I shadowed had private practices. That's less paperwork for them to do. And you can just literally walk in and ask them.
I only shadowed one person during undergrad. It was a struggle for me to find people to shadow. I probably wasn't as like on it as I should have been with shadowing because I didn't realize it was gonna be that hard. And then some people, since I'm interested in psych, a lot of the psychiatrists that I reached out to because of like HIPAA violations and confidentiality, like they didn't want me in the room to shadow, you know, because people are, you know, sharing their like, you know, really personal stuff. So, which I understand. So for me, it was a little harder. But I did get to shadow one psychiatrist, and she was actually one of my really good friends, my roommate at the time. It was her aunt. So that's kind of how I met her, and I was able to shadow her. I shadowed her like quite a few times, but it was just one person. But I got a lot of good experience. I helped her actually because she was moving towards like more electronics and like non-paper, so I helped her with that stuff, just like little tasks that I got to sit on patient appointments and things like that. So yeah, I found it interesting, and she was a private practice as well.
So some of you guys have emailed or messaged just asking like, if I'm interested in this, do I have to shadow a doctor that's in that specialty? And you do not.
You don't.
You can shadow any doctor of any specialty. I'm not interested in dermatology. And I found a dermatologist. It verified to me after that experience that I don't want to do it, but it was very cool. Like I got to see a lot of stuff. I just didn't think that I could do this like for the rest of my life.
So definitely like keep an open mind, and if there's if they're a physician, go shadow them.
No, honestly.
Despite like no matter what they do,
DO,
go shadow them.
MD, all of them.
Yeah, because you never know what you like, what you might be passionate about, what you might like be interested in. So yeah, any physician who is open to you shadowing them despite their specialty, like go out there and take advantage of that.
Now I know when I was looking for people to shadow, people were telling me like to avoid shadowing nurses and PAs.
If you do have shadowing experiences with nurses or PAs, like you can put that on your application too, but of course it's not going to hold as much weight because you're not going to nursing school, you're not applying to PA school, you're applying to medical school.
Right.
So you do need to have shadowing with physicians. Yeah. So how to get in contact with a physician. That's the hard part.
Yeah,
so like we said, we knew the people who we shadowed, which helps a lot.
Yeah.
So if you have a pediatrician, well, at this age you shouldn't have a pediatrician.
Well, hey, if you have a strong relationship with
your old pediatrician, if you knew them really well, if you really enjoyed them, go shadow them.
Go back to their office.
Go back to their office. So they knew you. They took care of you for however many years. So go to their office, ask to shadow them. Your current PCP, or if they're like family med or a gynecologist or whatever, go shadow them. If your father, mother, sister, brother, auntie, uncle, if they're a doctor or they're in the health professional field and they know doctors, reach out to them, shadow them. Like my roommate, I got her aunt, so if your roommate or friend has a relative who's a physician, go shadow them. That's the easiest way to do it. But if all else fails and you can't get into contact with somebody that knows somebody who's a physician, then find numbers,
find emails,
emails, you can find like logs and everything of like physicians in your area. Look up if you're interested in a specific specialty, like we mentioned. Look up that specialty, be like psychiatrist in Austin or emergency medicine physicians in Austin, whatever. Google that, and whatever city you're in, a list of people will pop up.
Right.
Get their contact information, call them, email them, whatever.
Right. Also, consider going to your health professionals office, your counselor. They might know people. Use the resources that your college has available for you. You never know. A lot of people don't use those resources.
Yeah, because I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so just have a lot of options. And there have been some of you who've asked us if we know any doctors in our area. The problem is the doctors that we know are working with residents, are working with third years, second years, first years. So they already have a lot of students working under them. So it's very hard for them to add someone who's an undergrad. So we unfortunately do not. So once you do hopefully get someone to let you shadow them, of course, be professional, be on time,
be early.
Be on time means early, y'all.
Once you get there, be friendly to all the staff. Every single one in that room.
Nurses, receptionists, techs, janitors, everyone. Smile, get to know everyone's names, write them down, remember them. It's very important.
You want to make a good impression. Like, just be friendly. It doesn't take much to smile and say hi to somebody. How are you doing? Like, it doesn't take anything at all. So, and also dress professionally.
Oh yeah.
So if you're verify what to wear actually, because if you're in a hospital, wearing scrubs might be appropriate. If not, then I would just always assume to dress business casual or business. I would just business casual or business. Look nice, look presentable, look like you're going to a job interview or something like that. Because again, first impressions are important. You want to make a good impression. You want that physician and the staff to know that you're serious and that you're really committed to wanting to be a physician and going to med school. So you want to make a good impression. What to bring also, bring a notebook and a pen so you can like write notes in.
Bring 2 pens.
Yeah, true.
Because mine be going out all the time.
So have a notepad so you can take notes. Ask questions. Have some questions prepared. If not, you can think of questions on the spot. Like as you see patients, and like you can ask questions like, so you can ask about the history of the patient, like just anything that you're interested in. Like there's really no stupid questions in medicine. There's always something that's probably not even answered.
Especially when you have a great teacher. They will not like to make you feel stupid for any question. They'll be like,
Exactly.
oh yeah, that's a great question. And then it's
You'll be like, oh really? I thought it was a little iffy.
Especially go there for a while.
So just ask, don't be afraid, because I know I struggle with that. I feel like the questions I have are just like basic and like I should know the answer to, but they're like, no, that's a great question. I'm like, oh, okay. So ask your questions, like don't be scared, be confident in yourself. You're a student, you haven't even been to medical school yet, so you don't know anything. So use this time to just be curious and like ask those questions that you've always wanted to be answered. Like
when you are shadowing, of course, set a schedule. You can shadow once a week for a few months. You can shadow twice a month for a few months. Like that depends on what you want to do, but get an ample amount of experience out of that. And then towards the end, be anticipating to ask for a letter of recommendation. So the way that I ask usually is at the end of it, I usually thank them for the opportunity, for shadowing them, and for being willing to have them teach you and stuff like that. And then I pretty much say, I would be honored if you write me a letter of recommendation because I'm applying for medical school this round, whatever the case may be. And then honestly, most of them will be like, of course.
Like literally. They'll be so happy to write you a letter. And even if you're not applying like that upcoming cycle, just tell them, just so they can know and they can keep it in mind. If it's not for like 2 years down the road, just keep in contact with them too, but let them know like, in about like a year or two, I might need a letter of rec. Would you be interested in writing it? Like, just keep me updated, you know, so you can actually keep that relationship going too. So.
After that, you're pretty much good to go. Your shadowing experience has served its purpose. Hopefully you learned and you can use that for the next shadowing experience that you do if you have multiple doctors that you want to shadow. If
you left something out or you want like, I guess further explanation on something, just let us know in the comments. So we have a gym for you guys. So our gem for today's video is basically, we know how intimidating it could be to like be in a private clinic or to be in a hospital for the first time shadowing doctors. Like, you don't think that you might be worthy, or like you're supposed to be in there, and you can be intimidated by the doctors since, you know, you look up to them and like that's where you want to be in like 10 years. But just remember that really could be you in 10 years, and just be like, that's a person. It's a person who has a lot of knowledge and is in a position that I want to be in, but let me use this as a good way for me to learn about how I can be in that position. So just remember that you're supposed to be there, and that they're just a person. Like, it can be intimidating at first, but it's okay.
Some of them remember with how you were feeling right now in that moment, because they were there at one point. Every person who you see as a medical doctor has to have gone through this same experience you're going through.
Definitely.
So don't think that you're just crazy, that, you know, this person is so intimidating, you're scared to talk to them. They are people. They got emotions. Some of them don't smile. But once you break that...
Sometimes they do that on purpose too, just, you know, like fill you out a little bit, scare you.
You gotta walk in confident. Don't be cocky, because you don't know anything.
But be confident in yourself.
Be confident
in your abilities. Be like, okay, yes, I deserve to be here. I've worked hard to get to this point, and I want to learn from this experience. Like, don't let it overcome you. Like, don't let that get in the way of you actually like learning from the experience and like really getting a lot out of it. So that's a little gem.
That's a little gem. Don't be intimidated and be confident in yourself,
because you're supposed to be there.
Yep, there it is. So that officially wraps up this video. Thank you guys for watching and you know, sending us messages. Please don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Don't forget to email us if you have any questions. All of those at names are in the info box below. Please like, comment, subscribe, share all of our videos.
Comment, drop a gem for people down below.
Hello.
You know what to do.
You know what to do.
You don't even have to say it.
Like, why?
And make sure you're subscribed.
Of course.
Don't watch our videos and not be subscribed. That's disrespectful.
And you missing out on valuable things. Like this giveaway we got going on. Okay, continuously. Throughout the whole summer we got a giveaway. But if you would subscribe, then you wouldn't even know. Like, what's good?
What ain't good at it?
So so speaking of our giveaway, of course, we have all of the rules in the info box. Yes. Congratulations to the winners that we've had so far. And so we'll continuously do that. Of course, Kaplan books, Princeton books, exam crackers. Where some of them are used, some of them are brand new. So, if you guys have any questions, then leave it.
You know where to reach us at.
So we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.